What's up, everyone? Tyler DeLuca here with No Cap Space. As you can tell behind me, the celebration is kind of finishing up now. But the celebrations have been underway here because Texas just won the Big 12 Women's Basketball Tournament. Their last time being in it, they leave as the champs. How did they do it? Well, first off, Texas going Texas. And that's exactly what they did today. The continuity, the way that they played together as a team was felt all throughout this one, especially on the defensive end. I mean, Audi Crooks did her thing. I mean, Crooks is just, she's phenomenal. She's hard to stop. They didn't stop her in Austin when they won by 20. They didn't stop her here today when she dropped 25 points. But the other freshman, not just the other freshman, the freshman in the Big 12 Conference, the co-player of the year, the most outstanding player in the Big 12 tournament this year, Madison Booker was not to be outdone. 26 points in this game. And I'm jealous. I'll tell you why. She got a whole WWE belt for being the most outstanding player. So I'm incredibly jealous by that. So jealous, in fact, that I went up and asked her after just how nice it was to have the belt and how it felt to be a Big 12 champion.
Okay, give us the breakdown. What is the belt looking like? How does it feel to be the most outstanding player here?
For one thing, this is heavy as a mug. But it's true. I like it. Big 12 championship, you know, it's kind of a little designer-ish a little bit. I like it. I can wear this around the house.
So do you think you can still be hitting your mid-range shots with the same smoothness with the belt around the waist during it?
Honestly, this is heavy. I move a little too smooth for all that, but this is heavy.
All right, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Well, Madison Booker wasn't the only player that I talked to after the game. I talked to Rori Harmon. And Rori Harmon is a player that was the engine of this team. She goes down in December with a season-ending injury, and Texas could have easily just folded at that point. Realistically, you lose a player like Rori, a player that important, she plays 40 minutes, she guards the best guards, she runs your offense. Rori was everything to this team, and yet here they are, potentially a 1 seed going into March Madness, Big 12 Women's Basketball Tournament champions. So I asked her, obviously she wanted to be on the court playing in this one, but as Coach Harmon, what did she see in the growth of this team, and specifically Madison Booker, who took over that point guard role as a forward? This isn't what she does, and Madison Booker not only did it, but excelled in it. Here's what Rori Harmon had to say. All right, Coach Rori, how have you seen this team? Obviously, you've been on a different perspective, but seeing this team grow over the course of this point to now being Big 12 tournament champions, where have you seen that growth the most?
I mean, I just feel like we came together. This is a moment of togetherness, and I'm just so proud of them, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it, and I'm so glad. As much as I like being called coach, I really would love to be a player, but I'm just happy to be in a moment. I'm going to live in a moment.
I'm interested in your perspective here, because obviously with going down with the injury, Madison Booker steps up and fills that point guard role and everything. For her specifically, how has she grown? I see you have her belt.
Yeah, she gave
right
it to
now.
me to hold it.
She said, is it heavy?
Yeah, a little bit.
She said it was heavy, but for her to now, you see her winning stuff like that. How has she grown the most over the course of the season in your eyes?
I mean, it just takes a lot of experience. I told her it's not going to be easy. There's going to be bad days, there's going to be great days, there's going to be mediocre days, but every day is just another day to be better. And she took that, and obviously she deserves this award, and I'm just so proud of her. From a point guard to point guard, I am truly proud of her. So
how far can this team go in March Madness?
As far as we can. Our best is good enough. Like, we just have to focus on what we have to do, and our best is good enough.
Roy, enjoy the congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, listen, Iowa State has absolutely nothing to hang their head on today. I mean, like I said, Audi Crooks is fantastic, and she is rolling at the right time. She's been great this entire season, but man, right now in this Big 12 tournament, she was named to the all-tournament team with Ayoka Lee, Emily Ryan, her teammate Madison Booker, Aaliyah Moore, and Ayoka Lee. I mean, she was absolutely fantastic across the board in this tournament. I mean, nothing to take away from this besides the fact that Audi Crooks is here, and Iowa State has a chance to dominate the Big 12 the rest of the way. Obviously, OU and Texas are leaving after this year, the two teams that are at the top of the Big 12. Ayoka Lee is likely leaving Kansas State to go to the WNBA. Iowa State has a chance to take over this conference. Yes, there's going to be newcomers. Yes, there's still teams in the conference right now that are going to be talented, but when you have a talent like Audi Crooks, that's a hell of a start when it comes to building a foundation of a program that can run a conference. Here's what Iowa State had to say after the game.
Yeah, this week has been an absolute blast. Being able to do it with these guys, and then with the crowd behind us like we had, it's super special, and it's moments like this that you play for, and why you come to Iowa State and why you do what you do. And so I'm just lucky that I was able to be a part of it and experience it with these guys, and like I said, I'm just couldn't be more glad that we have more basketball to play.
Audie.
Yeah, I second what she said. I mean, we did, for the most part, what we came to do this week. We played a really good 2 games, a really good half, I'd say, in this game. But we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of learning to do, and we still have postseason. So I'm just excited to see what else we can put together.
Right.
Audie, in a similar vein to the question Randy asked Coach Fenley and Emily, Coach Fenley told us probably since media day that your favorite word is growth.
Yeah.
How would you describe this team's growth throughout the season?
I remember going overseas. We just kind of rolled the dice and we were just kind of playing ball and we grew and we had a lot of growing pains along the way. We had a lot of learning moments and a lot of things that we still need to figure out. And it's just a process. I mean, this game is just going to continue to evolve. People are going to keep switching things up, but you have to be on your P's and Q's night in and night out. And I think that we've grown in the way that we play together cohesively. I think we know each other and each other's tendencies really well now, and it's just finding a way to put together 40 good minutes of offense and defense, and if we do that, I think we'll be all right.
Well, now as the confetti clears here in Kansas City, both of these teams will await their fate when it comes to seeing where they're going, where they're headed in the March Madness tournament, the big one. Obviously, everyone loves to win their conference, but man, that March Madness tournament, that's a different type. And Texas has an absolute real chance to not only go deep, but to win it. I truly think that they are a complete enough team. Their defense carries it. Defense is going to travel. Madison Booker, the mid-range is so beautiful. So beautiful. Madison Booker might have the most beautiful shot and one of the most dominant signature shots in all of college basketball. So they're going to be waiting to see if they're going to be a 1 seed. I think it's between them and Stanford. We'll see how much the committee values winning your conference. Obviously, Stanford losing in the Pac-12 final to USC. I mean, this game was indicative of what this Texas team can be, both on the defensive end. I mean, Shea Hawley was incredible, as she always is, but also on the offensive end with Madison Booker dropping 26 and running the offense at the way she is. So they'll be seeing where they're headed. You know, Iowa State is not a team I'd want to face in the tournament either. Like, they just upset Oklahoma. They know what to do when it comes to getting the ball to Audi Crooks. Emily Ryan is a fantastic veteran point guard. It's going to be interesting to see where they end up, and I know I'm going to be keeping an eye on it because I don't want to face either of these teams at any point in the March Madness tournament. And I think there's a lot of teams around the country that feel the same way and share that sentiment. So I'll be tapped in to see where they end up. But when it comes to where I'm ending up, I'm headed home. The tour of the conference tournaments is over for me. I appreciate everyone that tapped in with both in Vegas and here in Kansas City. So make sure you stay tapped in with the No Cap Space because the coverage ain't over. We're just now getting into the meat, into the most exciting time of women's college basketball. We're headed towards March Madness, folks. We'll be covering Selection Sunday. We'll be covering games all across the tournament. So make sure you stay tapped in here on the YouTube to like and subscribe. And also on the Twitter, on the Substack, on the Playback. You can get so much No Cap Space content all across the board. So make sure you don't miss any of it. All the links are down below in the description. And I'll catch you next time.